कामा पुग्दैन खाना साझारा बिहाना बिहाना पाखा झुल्किन्छ घामा देउराली पाखामा आसरे किता गन्किन्छ आनी सुरेलो बगामा काकाको सोफा हालो र जुवा हातमा कोताली दिवाना दन्ता कान्नु नै पर्ने ओकाली ओराली चुपुरा चुपु हिरोमा धाना रोपेर छोराउला बनाई कुलो लगाई पानी आएर कोराउला बानेर सानी बाटुकी रातो बाँधेर झारेकी दामिलो खोला बारीले होरा कसरी तारेकी.
On April 25th, when the earthquake happened, it became clear to me that the high elevation regions were at risk of being sidelined in the reconstruction process. There's a couple reasons for that. One, historically that's been the case. A cursory glance at history shows that it doesn't take a lot to see. Two, building here is possibly the most challenging place to build in the world. Logistics are a nightmare. The average village here is 3 to 7 days walk to the nearest road. That's one thing. So all material comes in on the back of a donkey, a yak, if you're above 3,000 meters, or a person. That's one. Two, the only material here to build with in quantity is stone, which from a seismic perspective is a terrible building material.
Sanjan no parkata ji timare tim saba thungba भन्ने डिम चाहिँ दिन डिमारे चाहिँ मा अगे नो समस्या त मु
माथिल्लो यो अप्पर हिल यो माउन्टेन एरिया मा सबभन्दा च्यालेन्जिङ कुरा चाहिँ कस्तो रह्यो भने एउटा अति नै कम इकोनोमिक कन्डिसन जुन यहाँको मान्छेहरुको र जुन भूकम्प अघि बनाएको घरहरु एउटै गाविसमा यहाँ हामी देख्न सक्छौं कि लगभग हजारौं घरहरु एउटै गाविसमा भत्केको अवस्था छ। यहाँ चाहिँ कस्तो रह्यो भने मान्छेहरुलाई अब ढुङ्गाको घर बनाउने कि नबनाउने त्यसमा बुझाउन सकिएको छैन अझै पनि। त्यो चाहिँ एकदम मान्छेहरु ढुङ्गाको घर बनाउनको लागि अझै त्रसित छन्।
भूकम्पले जब आबाद विवाद पर्यो घर छैन बात छैन कतिपय दाजुभाइको आमा बुवा अथवा छोरा छोरी अनि श्रीमान श्रीमती चाहिँ उहाँको चाहिँ निधन भन्नुभयो।
The situation here in Nepal is devastating, especially when you get into the rural communities. Over to my left is a huge slide area where the entire community was devastated and buried. Fortunately, the people are very resilient. They're able to rebuild on their own. They're able to reestablish their lives. And that's going to be a huge factor here for their resilience. This process is going to take maybe 5 to 10 years, and it's going to be a long process. It's going to be challenging for the rural communities because not all of these communities have access.
Gabion walls. You've seen them on the side of highways. They are used for residences periodically. One-story Gabion houses have been built in several scenarios and locations. However, no one's done a two-story Gabion house. And that's what we aim to do. This is very new design territory. Nobody's done this. So our goal here is to take what's available, which is stone, and lots of it, there is no shortage, confine it with galvanized wire that will last 30 to 50 years depending on how we source it or treat it, and create a solid structure that is 2 stories.
Especially if these walls get too tall or if they get too long. Otherwise they collapse outward. And so that little change of having the rafters run parallel to the building versus up the slope is a huge contributing factor for low seismic resilience.
We can't book helicopters to bring this in. our goal is to bring in spools of wire on the backs of mules and have them woven in the field, which has two benefits. One, it costs a lot less. Two, it provides work for women who do the weaving in these areas. If the Tibetan ethnicities in the high elevation areas don't have a safe place to call home, they're not going to stay there. The entire goal of Seismic Nepal and this project is to eliminate that. Give them a safe place to call home. The myriad of other issues facing these regions, whether it's education, power, healthcare, you name it, it's there. Those can be dealt with down the road, one by one.